Hello, Mitch Horn, ID. Hopefully you can see what you need. I do my best to follow the guidelines. I just have a phone. I think you need to see my paper that I'm writing on. I'm supposed to see my face the whole time. The best I can give you is, you're gonna see this tattoo and this band. It's me. Yeah, let's get started. So for my first problem, you gave us, it was f of x, sorry, I'm reading it. F of x equals x cubed minus 4x squared minus 47x plus 210. And you said if it was divided by x plus 7, remainder 0. That tells me that the root, x has to be minus 7. Because we're just, yes. Equals negative 7. We're going to then do synthetic division, which means we also need to pull the coefficients off of all these. 1, negative 4, negative 47, and then 210. Alright, sorry, I just gotta take this down here and follow my visuals to help. So synthetic division, how did we do this? That's always going to be 1, but then it's negative 7. It's negative 7. Add those together, which would be negative 11. Multiply that, negative makes it 77. Yeah, and there's nothing for, oh, yeah, that's right, negative 210, because that just becomes 0. Cool, so we just did synthetic division. So the way I remember this in my head, all we're doing is taking an extra x away. We took one of the x's away, and this is what it comes out to for the actual response. So that would be x cubed minus 11x, which means this didn't have one, because it had that one, plus 30. All right, so now that we have this number, we need to factor it for the polynomials. The math behind it is we need to find two numbers that multiply together to get 30, but also those same two numbers need to equate when added together negative 11. So we'll attack this first. It's either 10-3 or 5-6. It can't be 10-3 because that would either be 14 or 7, depending on the math with positive and negatives. That's not the only option, but anyways, so it has to be 5-6. We see it's a negative 11, so x minus 5 and x minus 6, because both those equal 11. Are the factors, so the roots are just, they're going to be the opposite. The roots themselves, x equals 5, x equals 6. Here's being the factors. If we want to check our answers, we take the original and the ones we just found, and after we do all the long math, it should come to this number. So let's go ahead and do it, because this is part of the problem, I think. All right, again, we just took your original and then the ones we found. So we're going to bring this guy down, leave him be for now. We'll come back to him after we figure out this piece of the equation. This takes me back. FOIL is the way I've learned this almost 30 years ago now. But first, outside, inside, last. So that should give me x squared. So that's the first. The outsides and the insides are the same. So 6 and 11. That's going to be minus 11x plus 30. So that should actually come back to this. Those are the same. Cool. Now now we just multiplied this piece by both. So we'll do x squared minus 11x plus 30. And since we're adding them, we'll do plus 7 x squared. Sorry, just making sure the camera is still seeing this amazing handwriting. Again, just the long math of it all. I don't know if that's the right way of saying it. So that's this piece. I will continue on. This one's easier. Plus 210. It's kind of funny how these numbers are starting to look familiar. And then we just simplify by adding everything that coincides, like the 30x and the negative 77x. This is why math takes me so long. I can't read my own writing. Anyways, we just condense again, which comes out to x cubed, because it's the only one. 4x squared from the x squares. Minus 47x. There's no other, just a 210. And this should equal that. All right, cool. So the answers are the roots and the factors are to this equation you gave us is right there. Still my hand.